Hey, what's up guys, it's Astriel, and today we have a new event banner. Should you poll for Ruthless Instructor Lambda? God damn, she can whip me as hard as she wants. I've been a naughty boy. I gotta stay after class for some extra credit. Lambda is the first SSR red support. Not that we have many red supports in the first place. Just like Epsilon, she is all about buffs. Her hidden technique heals all allies and raises their attack by 10%. And if they are red units, she gives them 50% chance to crit. It might only be half, but 50% is better than none. And you can use this skill before unleashing your ultimates to deal some big massive mommy damage. The 10% increase is for all units, regardless of typing. Her first skill heals the target with the lowest HP and raises their attack by 10%. If that target is a red unit, she gives 20% crit chance. The crit chance does stack with her hidden technique, so you can increase it to 70% if you time it right. Her second skill inflicts Dark on the enemy with the highest attack and lowers their defense. Dark is a mechanic that basically blinds your opponent. It reduces their accuracy on their attacks and their skills, making them miss. As for how much miss chance, I don't know. The game does not give any values on that. Her passive doubles the damage caused by your first tank, and if that tank is a red unit, it increases to 400%. And if you have Lambda awakened to 1 star, the passive increases to 300% and 600% for red units. And you can get her to 1 star for free by grinding the event. For PvE and the main story, Lambda is great. She's a much better version of red support Epsilon. For most of the main story, all you have to do is set her up with Aurora or Iris and you can just nuke the whole entire wave. And she turns your tank into an extra DPS, so even if your whole team dies except your tank can probably still carry. And yes, Lambda's passive does work even after she dies. Her attack buffs and defense shred makes it easy to clear the main story. And you can stack all the attack buffs with her, Red Alpha, and Red Zeta before nuking the entire enemy wave. Unlike some other supports, she does not raise defense for your team. Because of that, your tank will be more vulnerable, so you might want to slot in an extra support. For PvE, I would give her an 8 out of 10. For PvP, Lambda is fantastic. Her attack buffs will go to one of your DPS because they are almost often targeted the most. Her defense shred also makes it easy for you one-shotting the back line. The Dark mechanic is pretty decent for making your opponents miss. It also works on their combo strikes. And if all the DPS get wiped out on both teams, then your tank will out DPS theirs. Unless they have Lambda as well. Then we don't talk about that. For PvP, I would give her a 9.5 out of 10. For Armageddon, Lambda is very useful. She essentially replaces your tank as a DPS, and the game mode is just one big DPS check. Lambda is basically an inferior version of Adult Alpha for providing attack damage boosts. And there are times when you need the defense buff to go last to survive an attack, but Lambda turns that defense combo into a DPS combo. It might not hit as hard as DPS, but at least you got that protection and that extra damage. For Armageddon, I would give her a 9 out of 10. So, should you poll? No. Hey, I know.
Hold up. Wait a minute!
But Astriel, she is such a great support. She gives damage boost, crit chance, and she turns your tank into a DPS. Why are you rating her so high if you don't want us to poll for her? Okay, so here's the thing. Lambda is actually not a limited character. For the first time, the event characters will be added to the standard pool. So yes, you can farm her shards and grind her up and you will get her. And I think everyone should get her, but here's the thing. Do you want to get her by spending money or by spending time? And you know how they say time is money. But my time is worthless, so I decided to spend a multi on her. And so yeah, that happened. Lambda is a great support to almost any team, but she really shines the most when you use her with a red tank. So rank up your red clears and your red alphas. but I bet that alpha is already maxed. Right? Right? You better get on that fast, boy. So for the free-to-play, save your gems because you will get her one day. For the whales out there, the ocean is vast and thank you for keeping it going. And for the Dami Mommy Elf Waifu enjoyers out there, you know what to do. Let me know if you pulled for her or not, and if you did you get shafted? Thanks for watching, guys. Love ya.
新人の教育は私にお任せください。